Alright, should be able to hear me. Can you hear me, Curtis? And let me get the clock adjusted here. Okay, no problem. So I can get things adjusted a little bit. Alright, now this thing is not. That should be centered. See what kind of delay we have. We got a 9-second delay right now, or more. No, it's actually uh, 12-second delay. So that must be their standard, or at least that's the way it's working out for me 2 nights. Last time I did this. Who do we have here? Hi, Jeff. Good evening. Oh, I didn't put the link there? I'm sorry, I thought I did. That was dumb. I had it on the clipboard. Alright, let's see what we can do here about brightness and such. To wait 12 seconds for this to show up. Alright, seeing conditions are worse than they were 2 nights ago. Not very good, and it's predicted not to be good. It's predicted to be terrible. And that's what we're seeing. So we probably won't do too much of Jupiter tonight. Probably take a look at it, but we're not. It's going to be just a smear. Oh yeah, boy, what a Dumbo. Alrighty. Okay, let's see what we can do with this thing. I know we're going to have to refocus later on. That's too much. There we go. And let's see what we can. We should be at 720p. Yep. Okay. I was thinking about earlier today doing a Barlow, but once I saw what the clear sky clock said, and then twinkle, twinkle, little stars out there twinkling like crazy. All right, let's move around here a little bit. It's uh, it's almost a full moon, so or if it isn't, it should be. We're running 1280 by 960. So that allows us to do 720. Hey, Mr. George, how are you? Patience. That I don't have, George. And I need to get my laptop in my hand. This is the one thing that's tough with doing YouTube is that if one has to do adjustments, the chat suffers my attention. Probably it's a good thing. I tell you, this thing is. I'm trying to run this at the fastest frame rate, but was having trouble with at 64 frames a second, so I dropped it down to 28. Wow. I'm glad I'm not trying to focus on this. I'm going to have to recheck focus probably in the next 20 minutes, half hour, not sooner. I only had about an hour's worth of cooling, if that, May not even been that long. Uh, I realize that Curtis popping it out, but the trouble is if I pop it out, I can't pop it to another page. You would think that I'd be able to move it. I should be able to move this to another page, but all I end up doing is now I just ended up putting it on a different window. Yeah, I can move it around on the screen that YouTube is on, but let's see if this. Oh man. Yeah, I tried this the other day and I didn't really have any luck. I can't do. Yeah, the problem is that I'm not on. I have my laptop. I'm using my laptop to view. But anyway, no big deal. Yeah, well, I'm using the YouTube screen uh, image to confirm the image. But basically, when I'm got on my Mac Pro here, it looks okay too. Yeah, I can just leave this up here. Well, that means something different here. All right. Is it looking all right, Curtis? Okay. Yeah, when it stays in focus. I mean, it's going in and out. And I got drift tonight. I wonder if I can compensate for that. All right, let's move this around a little bit. And it'll be a 12-second delay. It may look dark as I'm moving it, but gosh, there really isn't all that much to take a look at. What I really like doing with the moon is to put the pick a spot out and then zoom in on it. See what we can pick up. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. Probably am. Let's see if we can enhance this area here. It looks like Trump won South Carolina. All right, let's see whether we can zoom this up some more. Can't go too far. All right, should get a lot bigger. But it isn't as nice looking. It's enough to just a little bit of not as clean as I'm seeing it. There's a little bit of compression here. I think I'll knock this back down a little bit. Yeah, it's still, let's see here. Okay, trying to make sure that we're getting the full image. It should come in to give us the full image. There we go. Now I'll stretch this back out again. There we go. And then that'll straighten out. It's very clear here, George, but seeing is absolutely horrendous. Transparency is really not that good either. Transparency here is a little disappointing. Transparency is considered average, I believe. Below average, actually. It's below average. And seeing is bad, and it won't improve. It'll go to poor by 3 o'clock in the morning. So, anyway, not very good. And we don't have another chance for anything until later next week, subject to change every 3 minutes. But anyway, let's see what we can see here. Oh, goodness, Grisendi. Let's get on to that. Phew. Man, it's like jello. If I didn't go to all this trouble setting up, I wouldn't even bother. But we're all hard up for broadcasts. Me. At least I am. See if this helps a little bit. Phew. We're definitely not going to do Jupiter. Jupiter will be all over the page. Well, you don't need to talk. I didn't know you were sick. I'm glad you're getting better. Have you have you found Curtis a carbon fiber tube yet? Oh, okay. Well, I don't blame you. I do the same thing. We try and sell off things to purchase new things. Yeah, this must be a deliberate delay, I believe, unless it's in the encoder. But I doubt it. I think the delay is in YouTube. I think that they want to have some sort of monitoring, whether it's electronic or whether it's human. I don't know how they could do human monitoring, but whatever. 12 seconds, that's probably what broadcast stations do too. Just so they can bleep it, but I'm sure there's no bleeping on this place. Oh, that's cool. Have a whole thing all cut out for you. Well, I don't know why this thing's drifting so much. Just a lousy polar alignment, maybe. All right, I'm going to get some tea, so I shall be right back. Wait a second before I go. There is a setting. Did I try those that I was telling you? Um, Wait a second, George. I have to cheat and get to my moon chart. As Crescendi and Gassendi. And you're saying Aris. Alright, call over to the Terminator. Let's see whether we can get. Alright, well, I'm trying to find this on my moon map. job, but let's just move this over a little bit. Let me just do that. Boy, there's some really nice stuff here. I don't know, it's up or down. Come back and we'll blow this up. Alright, got my tea and waiting for it to cool down. And this thing is drifting again, so let's try since I didn't do a very good job here. See whether this will compensate for it. Okay, so where are we going, George? Hey, Carl. Good evening. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Carl. Yeah, I'm surprised how many people have gone and looked at the images of my album. People have a lot of interest in that particular camera. It'll be interesting to see whether the QHY version will be as good. Yeah, we got Billy up here. Billy is just to the left. Let's get some magnification in here. Let's go up 50%. Somewhat. It's not. And I need to get a pointer going too, so when I do that, alright. So this is Billy right here. Billy. I wonder if that's Billy for Carter's brother. And this is Hanston. Hanstein. I'm cheating, so I don't know all that much. Whoa. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Let's see if we can get this to look a little bit better. I have three screens going here, and I think what we'll do is let me. Arsenius is right here. Move that up. Whoops. Everything's in reverse here because I'm on the east side of the meridian and all my controls are just the opposite. When we do a meridian flip, we'll end up taking away the unchecking X and Y axes, and then I'll be more used to the controller. I generally don't flip it when I do DSOs, but for the moon, I have to do that, otherwise I can't follow the map well. A lot of stuff. You know, this froze program. Hopefully I can get out of it. Last time I had to restart the darn computer. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we'll be alright. But I gotta reset everything. Color settings. It doesn't default to auto white balance when you get on. Yeah, that's Curtis. That broadcasting's only going to be good if they keep it, um, whatever you call it, keep it so it doesn't move up and down on the page, depending on how active it is. That's if they're interested in doing something like that. I think they're going to probably want to wait and see how much activity is going on to see whether they want to lock that in. Pinned. Pin it. Okay, let's move up here and do something. Boy, this thing's gotten worse. All right. Let me see what the temperature is, and then I think we're going to go and check focus. Wish there was well, it wouldn't matter on this. It's going to say a focus aid. Should take a look at Kepler. Let's see if we can get that, but I'm going to go and try focusing. If it's off ever so slightly because we've only changed maybe a degree or two. All right, let me go to, I think I can still go to Betelgeuse. If not, we'll go to Pollux. Betelgeuse is probably not available, but I'll give it a shot. Let's see what it does. I'm bringing up my viewfinder so I can. Yeah, it looks like there's Betelgeuse right there. So nope, I don't think that's Betelgeuse. If it is, we're picking up part of my roof. All right, let's see where it is. Well, guess I was right. It's just being clipped. of course, program froze. Can't win. Nope. Great. I can't get this thing to respond. Nope. Oh well. Okay, let me try a different program. See whether it's an issue with that or whether I have to. There we go. All right. I just have to go to a different store. All right. So Pollux isn't that far away from the moon. All right. I got it on another window here, which I can't show you, so at least I don't think I can. Maybe I can. Let's do a window capture and see what we have here. And Windows desktop server. I don't think that works. Nope. Okay. Now let's try this again. Oh, you stinker. Why'd you do that? Me. Play around too much. Oh boy. Okay. I'm trying to get you guys in on what's going on here, and maybe I should have just gone and just did things. Here, you get maybe something should come up there on the screen, I would hope. Yeah, there it is. And we're going to go check focus. I'll be right back.